All right, everybody. Today on WitY Life Questions, I have not worn a green shirt. It's just cold in the studio.
Welcome, everybody, to the TueSpükie version of this show.
It's been a year. We're back with the TueSpükie. It's that time of year, everybody. October, everyone's favorite time of year. And if it's not, get the fuck out.
If you don't know, we have, I believe, 6 other TueSpükies from last year, so you can catch yourself up on the TueSpükie. I mean, I guess, like, we should make a playlist. Maybe a TueSpükie playlist or a holiday playlist. I don't know. Whatever we do, you can catch it up in a description. We're going to put that description right down below.
All right. So we got these questions here. We're going to draw this for you. I'm kind of a little tired right now, but, you know, that's how we do here at WitY Productions.
Today's question is...
Describe your own
Personal hell. It would probably involve, like, having to be at school, but like in a college, not like high school or something, like having to be on a college campus and every single class you have to take is gender studies.
Lately, I've been having this issue where, like, I will get to a certain point and then it'll just, like, stagnate for a while. And then I'll be, you know, kind of bummed and I want more. And then I get a little bit higher and then it stagnates again and I was like, I want more.
My own personal hell would be having to be working at my one job and mix that with having my dad just constantly yelling and screaming at me.
When I think of my own personal hell, we're automatically going to be dropping into my job because I work the service desk at an awful, awful place that is just the worst place possible. And being stuck there forever would be the worst thing that could possibly happen to me.
I love my dad and everything, but, you know, he can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
And just like all of your classmates are just the worst type of PC nightmare.
You just get stuck there, and then every customer that comes up there is the kind of person that when you say hi, they never say anything back to you. They won't say hi back. And all of those people should die. And that is my biggest pet peeve. If you do that to people, you are the worst human being on earth. If someone says hello to you, you can say hi back. Or at least give them a general sign of, yes, I heard you, or something. Even tell them to fuck off, honestly. I would prefer that to you not saying anything, because I just feel it's the most disrespectful shit on earth, and it just ticks me right the fuck off.
I fear that one day I'm gonna get to the point where, like, I couldn't go further, or I just get so stagnant and I can't do anything more in my life.
I guess being really, really fat and everything too, because I looked at some footage of myself from a couple years ago from my other channel, and I was just as big as a house. It was unbelievable, and I don't know. It's kind of scary to me. I find it scary that I was that big.
So you'd be stuck in your job all day, your shitty fucking job that you hate, and then all those assholes would pop up and be like, oh, hey, you'd be like that, you know, you'd be like, hey, guy, and they would just stand there and be like, here's my shit, and you would just be like, inside all day.
Or I just get through this cyclical thing where it's like, I feel excited and then I get let down. I get excited and let down, get excited and let down, like over and over, because that seems to happen a lot.
Just running around saying how everything's offensive and you can't do anything because that might offend somebody's, like, trisexual, fursuited PTSD or something.
And then on top of this, the ones that don't do that, or better yet, we have a combo. They do that, and also they can't do basic math, and they will sit there and argue with you about what 2 + 3 equals, and you'll just sit there and you'll want to die because it just makes you cry inside because these people can't do fucking math, and you're just sitting there and you're like, what is this? What is this? You know, it is hell.
But, like, there are the wins and then there are your loses. But I feel like sometimes there's just like, there's this win and then you realize it's not really a win. It's kind of like, it's just like a glorified lose. And that's my biggest hell.
I would also say another thing, my personal hell, is not having my Xanax with me because, oh my gosh, like I listen here. I don't take Xanax all the time. I use it when I need it the most, but I feel that having my Xanax with me in my pocket is just a way to help me, psychologically.
That was just a bunch of words thrown together because it seems like that's what they do sometimes. So maybe that sounds like really plausible, but that would probably be my personal hell.
What is happening behind the counter, just out of the view of these awful human beings, or I guess demons in this case, because I'm going to be, when I do go to hell, I'm sure this will be what's awaiting me.
It helps me think that, okay, I'm in a bad situation right now, but I don't need this yet, but we'll see how it goes. If maybe in a half hour, if I'm still in this bad situation, then yeah, sure, I'll take one.
That is my personal hell, is being stuck in a stagnant, cyclical circle of just constantly not being happy with where I am. So, and that's not to say that I'm not happy with certain things. Like, I mean, there are things in my life that I'm happy about, but as far as like, where career goes and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, I just don't want to feel like I'm ever stagnant.
There is going to be that, plus on the other side of that counter, there's going to be some kind of vicious monster just like chopping off your dick, and then like it just regrows, and forever they're just chopping off your dick, which is like my worst possible fear. That'd be the worst thing ever right there.
I try to give myself a goal that to see how far I can go without it until I really, really need it. And
Like if I was put into that situation, I would beg for death. But it wouldn't come, obviously, because I'm already dead. I'm in hell.
So you got your combo of punching into your shitty job and being stuck there forever in a fiery doom blaze, because we're in hell, I guess. And then you have the shitty people who can't do fucking 2 + 3 math. 5, everybody.
Because there are times when I just get so tired of doing the same thing, and maybe it's because I don't like routine, and maybe that'll change with like different atmospheres, because I don't like living in the same place for too long. I don't like having the same stuff, seeing the same stuff over and over again. I want to see different things, so maybe that'll change.
my personal hell is being at my job and I can never clock out. Plus the fact of at the same time having my dad yelling and screaming at me about stupid things, and and also the fact that I don't have my Xanax on me.
As far as right now, being stuck in one place, living in a stagnant area, living in a stagnant routine life is my own personal hell. Like, I do not want to live in that ever.
And then you have the people that will not acknowledge anything you've said if you say hi to them, which is just the most awful thing besides the dick chopping demon that's hiding under the counter. So that is my personal hell. I hope I've created a vivid picture for you, because that would just be the worst in my opinion. I think anyone who has a service job at all will agree up into the whole dick chopping thing.
But that's what would make me beg for death. So that would be my personal hell.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching another episode of WitY Life Questions, TueSpükie. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, and we would like to know below, what is your own personal hell? Is it the dick-chopping nightmare of working in the service industry for the rest of your fucking life? Or is it perhaps whatever this guy said?
It's basically the same thing, working in service for the rest of my life, and yeah. And plus,
any dick chopping going on there?
No, but close daddy issues.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always a plus.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you thought today's question was too spooky, everybody, you can go ahead and leave a less spooky question for us, because these will probably be done by the time we get to your question. So go ahead and leave a less spooky question, or any question you want, really, because if you leave us a spooky question, we might do it anyway, or we'll wait till next year to do it. Something like that, you know?
We want questions from you.
That's right. We want your questions for this, and you'll get the little placard on the bottom with your information on it, and everyone's gonna be like, we should follow that guy because he's cool and leaves interesting questions.
Yeah, it's your own 10 minutes of fame. I mean, why the hell not?
That's right. Thanks for watching, everybody.